episode of Legendary Trucks, I have made it down under to Australia, because here in Casino, the city Casino, just south of Brisbane, one of the biggest truck shows in the Southern Hemisphere will be this weekend, and you can join. This channel and Legendary Trucks is all about going in style. And as I live in Sweden and participate in most of the big shows in all over Europe, I had a big dream about going to Australia and to experience one of the shows here down under. Casino Truck Show is held on the main street of Casino and has become one of the most renowned shows in Australia. And even I have heard of it back home in Sweden. It is a charity truck show to bring money into the community, and on that behalf they brought together 5 million Australian dollars into the community last year and managed to get more than 40,000 people to visit the show. I took a flight down under to Brisbane and hired a car from there and arrived on Friday in Casino so I could see the trucks when they start rolling in. There are all types of trucks coming in from all over Australia and even from Tasmania and from the far outback. Trucks that have millions of kilometers on the clock. Me, myself, I drive a Scania back home, and back home at all shows Scania is overrepresented with more than 90% of all trucks at the shows. But here, down under, everything is different because everything is about Peterbilt and Kenworths and a few Macks.
I've been running in circles at 10,000 miles of pavement, trying to make it all make sense. I've been underslept, overworked, overstretched, I'm exhausted, but I got you. I've had friends that have thrown me aside like a burned out cigarette, and times that I've taken it all, but then lost it. I've been misunderstood, tasted the bad with the good, but I still got a you. Oh, ooh, no matter how hard it gets, we got the evidence. Ooh, and through all the craziness, only thing making sense beneath the surface, our chaos turns to peace. 'Cause true love runs deep. I got gravity pulling me under and into your magic, because love is a mystery. Oh, but we found it and I kinda like the way I can explain it. I got you, I still got you.
On the road parallel to the main road where the vendors hold, the trucks drive from roundabout to roundabout in circles and wait to get picked up by the staff to get their spot at the show. Pretty smart, because then we get a chance to see the trucks in action.
I still got you.
I must admit that the night times at the shows always are something special, because then the cars or the trucks start to glow and everything is about the life and the passion.
Like the roots of an oak tree, true love runs deep. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You got the evidence. Ooh, ooh. Only thing making sense is beneath the surface, our chaos turns to peace. 'Cause true love runs deep, and I got you. I still got you. Oh.
After a good night of sleep, everybody is back on Saturday morning, because this is the main show day at which all the visitors come for real and all the trucks are judged.
Well, Mama picked the berries and she put it in the wine. You know everybody gonna have a real good time. We all
There's one truck that stands out for me, a white Kenworth T908, and I get Angus from A&A Asphalt in front of the camera so he can tell us much more about this truck. So please tell me in short terms, who are you and what's this truck all about?
So I'm Angus from A&A Asphalt in Newcastle, Australia. So the truck is about you're only limited by your imagination. So we do asphalt, it's very black, sticky and messy, and we've got a white interior, so there you go.
So what year is it?
It's 2008 Kenworth.
And what have you done to it?
We've basically pulled every nut and bolt off it, stretched the chassis, airbagged all around. We've gone to town on the engine, as you can see behind me here. Full interior rebuild, got rid of every dash cover that's in there. It's all electronic, runs cap telematics in there now. So yeah, everything's been redone.
The Europeans claim that your American, Australian trucks don't have any horsepower, but that's not all true, is it?
It's very, very not true. This is running 750 horsepower, so she's got plenty.
6-cylinder?
6-cylinder, yeah.
Only 6?
Yeah.
Europe is all about 8.
Doesn't matter how many cylinders,
No, does it?
it's how you use it.
Do you still use that truck, or is it only for show now?
Only for show.
Only
Yeah.
for show?
Yeah.
So what do you use as a daily driver?
We've got Kenworths, we've got DAFs, we've got a variety of trucks, but yeah, Kenworth's our go-to.
Any of them displayed here as well?
No, this is the only one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Where can people find you? Do you have an Instagram?
So we've got Instagram, A&A Asphalt. You can also find us at Lean's Custom Trucks and Tefal Truck Repairs. So
Thanks.
get down and find us.
Thanks a lot. Take
No
care.
worries.
Back home in Europe, we love the old school style from the late 70s and 80s, and we try to integrate it as much as possible into the new builds that we make. But here down under, it seems the time has been standing still since the 70s, because here the trucks haven't changed at all.
I showed up when it was a peaceful little town. A couple weeks and then the troubles tracked me down. And by the time the sheriff finally read me out, there were only ashes left across the ground. There ain't no problem big enough that I can't make it worse. Ain't no whiskey of any proof that I cannot outburn.
And then there was this guy. Everybody was standing in line to get a selfie with him, and I had no clue at all who he was. So I thought I will better get in line so I can give him one of my slogan stickers as well. Remember, just a driver, huh? Thank you, Yogi. You made my day. And remember, we are just some drivers. Next one on the list might be the shortest Kenwood cabin ever built, the Grey Ghost.
There ain't no problem big enough that I can't make it worse. Ain't no whiskey of any proof that I cannot outburn. You can say, hey, go to hell, but it done had its turn. Any place, anywhere out there that's been cursed, I've been there first. I've been there first. I've been there first. Started at the bottom, now I'm
Everywhere you look here at the show, there is chrome. And Aussies just love chrome, and they love merchandise, and they love to go in style. If you would like some cool merchandise as well, check out the link in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because that's the biggest motivation for me to create more videos for you. As mentioned, Kenwoods and Peterbilt dominate the show here at Casino, but some of my personal favorites are the Macks. Not just because they share the block of the V8 engine with Scania, but most of all because of their shapes. I just love them. And then there is this old fella, an old truck from Tasmania. A truck that catches my attention again and again. So I thought I'd better get a chat with the owner. Could you in short terms explain me who you are and where we're at?
We're at Casino Truck Show. My name's Mick Linger from Island Haulage. I own the truck behind us, which is a Ford Louisville 86 model. Caterpillar motor, 15-speed overdrive on 3.7s now, 6-rod suspension. Bought it back, done it up. Used to drive it in 89, 90, running Melbourne, Perth every week.
So how much has that truck gone now?
According to the previous owner, when I spoke to him last, about 5.7 million.
5.7 million.
Yep.
But please explain us.
Kilometres.
Yeah. We guys from Europe don't know so much about the Ford trucks. Why is there a Caterpillar engine in a Ford truck?
Well, the Fords had Caterpillar and Cummins, and some of them even had Detroits, not these ones. Oh, they did. So later models had the Detroit Series 6 in them, but predominantly you got Caterpillar or Cummins in this model.
And you drove one of those trucks back in the early 90s?
I drove that one.
That
in
one?
the early 90s, yeah.
That specific, that one?
That Pacific truck.
Yeah,
Yep.
How is it to drive?
Beautiful to drive. Of course, it's got spring suspension. There's no airbags there or anything like that. So you got all spring suspension. So that takes you away a little bit what we've been used to the last few years with airbag. But I'm very happy to drive it.
So when did you find it again?
Found it again. I drove it in 89, 90. Lost it and found it about 4 years ago. It rocked up in my hometown. And another young bloke had it, and when he found out what truck it was, and then I found out which one it was, he was going to do it up and decided not to. And he offered it to me, and I knew it was a big job, but I was doing a replica, so I stopped doing the replica and done this one.
Okay, so how many hours did you put in it? I'm not asking about the money, only the hours.
Yeah, I don't know about the money and the hours was, we was probably 12 months, and working weekends, overnight after work. And
12 months only?
Yeah, we put some time into it.
You don't have a job, or?
Yeah. There's a lot of hours in the day.
Yeah, cool.
And I got a couple of young blokes in the workshop that go really well. So if we was a bit light on the workshop, they go up and work on it. And
so what are you doing beside having that truck? Do you have more trucks than that?
Yeah, I got about 40 altogether.
Okay.
We cross Bass Strait every night, somewhere between. We're doing about 50 to 60 crossings of Bass Strait a week. With general freight running anywhere over here on the mainland, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, above, Adelaide, Perth, wherever the loads take us. And then we predominantly load and go back to Tassie.
I know in Europe we have a lot of problems finding drivers. How is that in Australia? Is it easy enough to find drivers?
Nah, not good drivers. So you're limited to what you can do with the drivers that you got. So I've got some good drivers there now, and you always get one there that sort of comes and goes again. But most of the time we're going all right. You just have a bit of a run every now and then. But it's not about the amount of trucks now. It's about the goodness of the driver to do the job.
Okay. Do you still have any Fords in your fleet?
Sorry?
Do you still have any Fords in your fleet?
I've still got another two, I think. Yeah,
New ones?
No, I've got another LTL. That's a 89 model, and I've got an Aeromax, and that's a 97 model. So, but I've pensioned them off. They're in the museum, as I call it now. Yeah. So,
but what do you use as a daily driver?
I've got the green one belongs to one of the boys that was here a minute ago over there with the light blue shirt on. He drives that one for me. And I got about another 3 of those ones, and I've got a couple of 659s and some 610s. So I've got about 10 or 11 Kenworths altogether. About the same in Western Stars, and there's about 30 running all the time.
Okay, but thanks a lot, and I hope we see each other on the road.
Righto.
Take care. Bye.
Righto, mate.
Thanks to Mick for taking the time for our interview, and who knows, maybe we someday might go to Tasmania to do one episode of Legendary Trucks just about Mick and his company. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. The truck show is slowly coming to an end, and I make it for the award ceremony where there is an auction for charity going on. And here you find a lot of nice sponsor stuff that is sponsored for charity. And here we find Angus again, who makes the first prize for the best Supreme Show Truck 2026 in Casino. congratulations Angus, well deserved. For me, it's on time to get back to Stockholm now, and that's why I'm at the airport now, because I have to catch a plane so I can get back to Stockholm. And from the airport in Stockholm, I will go directly for the next truck show in Elmia, Jönköping, starting on Wednesday. If you will be at the show, go for the Strand stand where you can find my Scania 166 and me, of course, and to high up, as you say in English, the crane producer, because here I will be the host for the Mini Crane Championship in Sweden. So hope to see you there. Otherwise, stay tuned to the channel, like and subscribe, and don't forget to go in style. Doei!